And that's how I set up the front one. And then there's another mark on the back too. Because on a lot of hoods, if it's way up here, you can't see that bottom mark.
Right.
So there's a mark on the back of the die too.
So you can line it up dead on.
It up, yeah.
Before you hit that switch, I got to start it. Okay.
This pedal gets pretty warm.
Does the pressure depend on the thickness of the steel?
Yep.
You have to change dies for different thicknesses too?
Nope.
Just the pressure.
The thickness of the die is set by the back on the bottom cutting surface. You can just either widen it out and I can usually tell by the first punch. I can tell by the first punch how close I am for the thickness. And then all it is just turning it up until it's
bang! Just like that.
That's the first Louver. Obviously they're painting crap on it, but
nice.
Good. You can see if it's not, if this is not, yeah.
if it's not
too thick, it'll actually rip it
instead of bending it over.
But this was set for a hood the last time, so I knew it was going to be pretty close.
Okay.
And then you can see the line on the bottom jaw.
You just run it up to it.
You butt it up so the back of the louver's square on the die, and then there's a line on the die, and then you put it again. Now I'm not going to worry too much about my lines because of the fact that how I did them.
You got all 10 of your fingers?
10 and 3/4.
They're just fatter. They're Louvers.
We're really talking about doing a bunch of one Louver in it and being like, stopping there. Just
Then you can use
what's
it
that?
how close you are
with your line.
But there again, I was doing it quick, so I'm not really too worried about it. And because it's just
and once you've got the first Louver punch,
but then I would still, every 3 or 4, I still do this. I still do this to make sure that I'm going straight.
Right.
Okay.
Which I'm just doing one roll right now, so there's nothing to go straight off of.
Right.
That's pretty neat, yeah.
I love it.
I just straightened that one out by eye.
Well, you've been doing it long enough.
And I can straighten it out a little more in the next one. But there again, it's because I have really nothing to go off of.
Right.
These lines could be crooked. Because they're off of a
nicely cut edge.
You know, on a hood, hood centers on hoods.
That's where you're